This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Alleged Portmore cop killer shot dead by police. The police are reporting that the main suspect in the murder of Constable Jermaine Bennett has been shot dead. His name has not yet been released. The police say he was killed in a confrontation with members of the constabulary force in Waterford, St. Catherine this afternoon. 2 illegal firearms were reportedly seized. Bennett, 36, was shot dead in Gregory Park, St. Catherine last Tuesday night while visiting his 5-week-old daughter in the care of her mother. Gun found in American woman's luggage at Sangster Airport. The St. James police have arrested an American woman in connection with the seizure of a firearm and ammunition at the Sangster International Airport on Sunday. The police said 37-year-old Natasha Gervins of Tampa, Florida, USA, has been charged with illegal possession of firearm and illegal possession of ammunition. It is reported that about 11:30 a.m., during a security check, Gervin's luggage was checked and a Glock pistol, 2 magazines, and 3 cartridges were found. She was arrested and later charged. The police said her court date is being finalized. Missing Portmore woman returned home. The Jamaica Constabulary Force is reporting that 19-year-old Chevelle Chambers, who went missing over the weekend, returned home on Easter Monday. Chambers of Gregory Park in Portmore, St. Catherine, had gone missing on Saturday, April 3, after leaving home about 7 a.m. on an errand. The police did not provide details on her whereabouts. Toll security guard arrested on firearm and assault charges. A 50-year-old toll security guard has been arrested on firearm and assault charges following an incident with a motorist at the Portmore toll booth in St. Catherine on Saturday. Norris McClarty of Wareham Road, Kingston 2, has been charged with illegal possession of firearm, assault at common law, and assault occasioning bodily harm. It is reported that about 11 o'clock on Saturday morning, the motorist had an argument with a toll collector. During the dispute, McClarty intervened and allegedly used his company-issued firearm to hit the motorist. The police were summoned and McClarty was arrested and charged. He is to appear in the St. Catherine Parish Court on April 20. Trelawney farmers caught with stolen cows. 2 Trelawney farmers have been arrested and charged in connection with the theft of cattle in Bogue District, Balaclava, St. Elizabeth on Saturday. The police said 46-year-old Bruce Hill and 48-year-old Richard Powell, both of Thompsontown in Trelawney, have been charged with larceny of cattle. Lawmen said that about 11 a.m. an Isuzu motor truck was seen along Bogue Road with the accused men and 3 cows aboard. The vehicle was intercepted and the men were arrested. The cows, which were later identified by their owner, are estimated to value $450,000. Pico and police probe Haitians held in Nagahead. The St. Catherine South Police have commenced investigations into the circumstances under which 4 Haitians were held in Nagahead, Portmore, traveled to Jamaica. The 4 men were held in an intelligence-led operation, said Senior Superintendent of Police Clive Blair, commander of the St. Catherine South Division. Pressed on whether the investigation would probe whether any of the Haitians were possibly involved in drug-for-guns smuggling, Blair said the probe was in its infancy. The investigation will be a fulsome one, which includes all possible breaches of the law. We cannot divulge more at this time, Blair told the news on Sunday. Meanwhile, Chief Executive Officer of the Passport, Immigration and Citizenship Agency, Andrew Winter, said that his organization would be involved in the probe. The police have informed us about the capture of 4 men. We will be sending personnel there tomorrow to get more information on the matter, Winter said. Jamaica's southern border is a key node in the transshipment route of smugglers who traffic guns to the island's shores in exchange for drugs. There are approximately 145 informal ports in Jamaica. The location of the Haitians has not yet been disclosed by the police. The St. Catherine Health Department also acknowledged its interest in the detention of the men. We have received a report earlier and did the desirable thing in recommending that they be held at a facility until they are examined by the doctors, Chief Public Health Inspector Grayson Hutchinson said. Calls to Dr. Francia Prosper-Chen, Medical Officer of Health for St. Catherine, went to voicemail. Accused charged in Manchester bar robbery. The police have charged 26-year-old Winston Palmer, who is said to be the second gunman involved in a robbery at a bar in Maidstone District, Manchester last month. Palmer is charged with robbery with aggravation, illegal possession of firearm, illegal possession of ammunition, and shooting with intent. He is accused of robbing the bar of $6,000 along with 22-year-old Jordan Brown about 8:30 a.m. on Saturday, March 27. Both men were armed with handguns, the police said. While attempting to escape, the assailants were challenged by a licensed firearm holder, during which Brown was shot dead while Palmer fled. Palmer was nabbed later that day when he visited a hospital with gunshot wounds. He was admitted for treatment under police guard. Another man charged with promoter's murder at funeral in Portmore. A second person has been charged with the murder of 43-year-old promoter Rohan Martin, who was shot dead at a funeral service in Old Breton in Portmore, St. Catherine last month. 24-year-old O'Brien Spencer was charged with murder last week. Recently, a 16-year-old boy who was arrested less than an hour after Martin's death was charged with murder and other offenses related to the shooting. His identity has not been released because of his age. The Portmore police reported that about 2:30 p.m. on Friday, March 5, Martin was attending a funeral service at a church on McPherson Drive in Old Breton when a Nissan Latio motorcar drove up to the venue. 3 males, allegedly including the now teenaged accused and Spencer, reportedly exited the motorcar and shot Martin several times before fleeing the scene in the car. A police team that was at the location to enforce aspects of the Disaster Risk Management Act saw what unfolded and pursued the gunmen. The law enforcers intercepted the motorcar in the Greater Portmore area. 2 of the men escaped, but the teen was held, and a Springfield 9mm pistol and a magazine containing 1 round of ammunition were seized. Spencer was later arrested and has subsequently been charged. 3 COVID-19 deaths, 350 new cases. 3 men from St. Thomas have died from COVID-19 complications, pushing Jamaica's fatality tally to 618. In the statistics for Sunday, released today, the Ministry of Health said yesterday it also recorded 350 new infections. There is now 41,013 confirmed COVID-19 cases in Jamaica, including 18,297 recoveries. At the same time, 398 people have been hospitalized, with 20 moderately ill and 48 critically ill. The deaths were recorded as follows: ages 43, 66, and 77, all male and all from St. Thomas. The new cases were recorded as follows: St. Catherine 86, Kingston and St. Andrew 79, Clarendon 34, Hanover 8, Manchester 29, St. Mary 22, Westmoreland 19, Portland 15, St. Thomas 15, St. Anne 13, St. Elizabeth 13, St. James 10, and Trelawney 7. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.